What was the night that turned into your worst nightmare? It was just an ordinary Friday movie night day. Me, my mom, my dad, and my brother were watching Home Alone for the nth time, but suddenly the power went off and then bang, the front door slammed open so hard it cracked the wall. 3 men stormed in, masks covering their faces, guns in their hands. My heart dropped. "Get on the ground," one shouted. My mom screamed, my dad raised his hands, my brother froze. I remember my body trembling, but my mind turning sharp, almost cold. Something inside me whispered, "Don't freeze, plan." They tied my mom's hands. They tied my little brother's. One of them grabbed me by the hair and slammed me against the wall. He laughed. Like it was all a game. They demanded money, jewelry. My dad begged, offered the little we had, but they didn't believe him. A knife pressed against my mom's throat. I saw my father really cry for the first time in my life. And that's when I knew I had to do something. My body went in flight or fight mode. I searched with my eyes. Anything. A weapon. An opening. And there, under the coffee table, a letter opener. When the man holding me turned his head for just 1 second, I lunged. I stabbed his hand. He screamed, the gun dropped, and I kicked him as hard as I could before running. My legs burned, but I didn't stop. Down the hallway. Into the bathroom. Slammed the door, locked it. I climbed onto the sink and shoved open the tiny window. Glass cut my arms, but I pushed through and fell. Into the bushes outside. Bullets cracked against the siding of the house. I crawled under the deck, my heart pounding so loud I thought they'd hear it. But I stayed still, waiting, and then I ran. Bare feet, after it felt like hours. Finally, I reached my uncle's house 3 streets away. I banged on the door with fists that wouldn't stop shaking. He pulled me inside, and only then I broke. I sobbed until I couldn't breathe. I was safe. But my family wasn't. The police came. The ambulance came. They found my mom, my dad, my little brother, all gone, murdered. I was the only one who survived, and survival didn't feel like victory. It felt like guilt. The men were caught, tried, and sentenced. But prison bars didn't bring my family back. At night, I'd still wake up sweating. Clutching the letter opener I kept beside my bed. Every creak of the house, every sound in the dark. It all took me back to that night. But slowly, with therapy, with my uncle's love, I began to rebuild. I went back to school. I learned to run, not from fear, but toward life. And years later, when I tell this story, I don't just tell it as the girl who lost everything. I tell it as the girl who fought, the girl who thought when everyone else froze, the girl who survived the night she was never supposed to survive. It's choosing to keep living. Even when it hurts, I walked out of that house alone,